in. Usually when I'm streaming, I'll wait a minute for people to log on. And usually when I'm streaming, I go for 1 to 2, sometimes longer hours. My last stream, for example, I think was about 4 hours. Today, that's not the case. Today is a sprint, and I don't mean like a 1 week or 2 week sprint. I mean like I'm trying to do something in 20 minutes. I tried to avoid doing this because I think this is too much stuff, and I was just trying to avoid streaming today in general, but I have nothing to do for 20 minutes, so let's give it a crack. So what I'm trying to do, this is part of a series. Check my YouTube channel and look at my recent streams. I'll probably create a playlist. It's related to Starboi and Starboi. So the idea of Starboi is that, and it's already feature complete. Let's see if I have that GitHub. That's Futurecaster. So Starboi is an anecdote organizer that will help you prepare for behavioral interviews using the STAR method or the SOAR method. It supports both. Starboi is for use by one person on their local machine. It's also hosted via GitHub Pages. You can go here to my GitHub Pages, and it is statically hosted. It's a UI application. Starboi is supposed to be community oriented. So with the community oriented, it's basically going to be more complex. It's going to have authentication. You're going to be able to log in. You're going to be able to rate and possibly comment, excuse me, other people's anecdotes. And so you can see how it takes the idea of Starboi and just elevates it and makes it more complicated. And that's a two-edged sword. So we're going to have both because some people, they want that simplicity. And then some people, these are both largely for reference projects for people learning to code. So I would point a newbie towards Starboi. Starboi just uses React pretty much. It doesn't have material. It doesn't have Redux. It doesn't have authentication or even a server. And it's using Create React app. So it's really kind of bare bones, pure React. And then Starboi is going to be like the Ritz. And there's no way it's going to be done today. I'm literally just trying to deploy it today. Okay, so with that feedback, let's dive in. See my last video, I talked a little bit about selecting the architecture. Long story short, we are going to use Vercel. We're gonna want to have Next, TypeScript, and then one of these 3 authentication libraries. I would prefer Next.auth, Magic, and Auth0 will work. I'm going to check the Vercel starter apps, template apps, skeleton apps, whatever they're called, and see. I think they have one that supports one of those, but I don't know which one. So I'm literally just trying to create it, upload it, and hit that live URL. So for Futurecaster, you'll get a live public URL. This is a different app that I worked on called Futurecaster. I'm doing a different series called Moonlogs. You can check my YouTube for the Moonlog series and see me develop Futurecaster. Uses Supabase, Next.js, some other cool stuff, Prisma. We may end up using Prisma here for Starboi. I think we're going to. Yeah, okay. And even practices like error boundaries. Like Starboi has no error boundaries, so Starboi is going to have some of that. So the goal is to get it deployed, not fully built out, not even like largely built out, just deployed. And then the uber stretch is if I will have time to add my email to my own database and log in. Party foul, I should have picked a database. Let's see, does Magic have a database? Magic login. So I think we're going to go Supabase here again. Supabase, I've had a mixed experience with. I think it has a lot of potential, but it also has a bunch of issues. You can see more about that in my Moonlogs series. But one major thing that they have going well for them is that they currently provide you a free Postgres database. And so that's going to work for me. So we'll say Supabase. Supabase for PostgresDB. I'm going to try to avoid using Supabase for auth in this case. In the Moonlog series with Futurecaster, I use Supabase for auth, and I am also interested in using like Supabase functions in Moonlogs. So here I will prefer Vercel Cloud Functions, or here prefer, I'm taking some notes, here prefer Vercel Cloud Functions, or Node Playground RunKit, or RunKit, or like a full express backend using Heroku or something. Okay, cool. And I think there's other places that I could get a free Postgres database via Heroku. So if I need to, I could fall back to somewhere else. But Supabase is pretty cool, so I'd like to get on there. Okay, so you can take a quick mental snapshot of this 10 differences. Starboi versus Rockstarboy. 10 differences. Feel free to pause it right now if you want to. I'm going to include these in like the README or whatever by the time we're done. So let's dive in. We'll go immediately to GitHub and double check. I don't think I made Rockstarboy yet. Let's also pin Starboi while we're here. Oh, I do that from the front, don't I? Customize your pins. Futurecaster, great. These are great. These are great. Kind of over the Ella framework at this point. Uses Angular. Charm ABM is really cool, low key. Tweet to Dynamo can go away. Let's get Sloth up there. I'll drop React Report Maker in favor of what is it called? It's called Starboi. Starboi. Cool. Futurecaster, love it, love it. We'll drop Ella. I'm going to keep Charm. Okay, and so we'll do one of these like, you know, big well-known projects that I've contributed to. Let's do Supabase. Yeah, Supabase has more stars than the Commerce app. SWR, I don't think I ever pull requested them. So cool. These will be my pins now. Let's put that up there. It's got the big flex with all the stars. I guess we'll just order it by stars. But I really like Starboi. Okay, let's carry on. New project. Going to make a new repository. And this is going to be Rockstarboy. Okay, Rockstarboy is a community-driven anecdote organizer and behavioral interview prep tool. A community-driven anecdote organizer and behavioral interview prep tool. That makes sense, right? I'll open up my chat. I wasn't even paying attention to y'all's chat. To be honest, I'm trying to fly today, and I got like 10 more minutes. So I might not address any of your questions. MIT license. But go ahead and drop a chat, and I'll see if I can get to it. Get ignore will be node. This looks great. Heyo. So let me clone this. While I'm cloning it, just for y'all's awareness, I am streaming live to Twitter, LinkedIn, Twitch, YouTube, and I think that's everywhere. CD up a couple levels. We're in GitHub, git clone Rockstarboy. I would encourage you to check out my TikTok. I'm trying to grow that audience currently. If I get to 1,000 TikTok followers, then I can live stream to TikTok. And so we're getting close. So, but we're not there yet. So I would love your help if you're into TikTok. And honestly, it's been a ton of fun. I was surprised how many tech people are on TikTok. Okay, so I made this repository. Now we're going to go to Vercel. In Vercel, we're going to give it permission to access this repository. So we're going to say new project, import repository, Rockstarboy. Okay, what is the team slug? We're just going to say Rockstarboy. Rockstarboy. Team name, forget about it. I don't want a team. Is it because I already have, is there a limit to the number of Vercel projects? You might only be able to have 2 free ones. Hobby. Vercel projects connected per Git repository. 3. What's tripping? What's tripping? What's tripping? I don't want a team URL. Oh, did I just click a wrong button? Okay, maybe I just clicked a wrong button. We're going to import repository. Actually, we're going to clone a template to a repository. Can I not do that? I thought that was an option. So here I want auth. Okay. TypeScript. Nope. Next. So these are all the next. Blog starter. I don't want a blog starter. Don't want a doc starter. One of these top 3. I've used Commerce. Commerce is a bad fit for this use case because I'm not trying to sell anything on this story. Virtual event starter kit. Never used it. Let's take a look at this. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to actually do it. I just wanted to take a look at the starter. Manage login connections. Okay. Cool. All right, so this is a Next starter. Where's the auth at? I don't see any login. How about this guy? Do you have login? Okay. So I want a Next.js Vercel auth starter. So let me go back here. Maybe I should look for something like Prisma. Nope. Magic. Auth. Yeah, literally nothing. Literally nothing. Okay, so we might have to grab a different starter and then add auth to it. And that's okay. So in that case, I think the Next starter is kind of fine. Next Commerce might have better auth built in, but it's assuming that you have a store. So the auth is like through big Commerce, which I don't really want to do. Build a full stack app with Next, Prisma, and yada yada. This looks great. This looks really great. Prisma is awesome. Yeah, I know. Create Next app is how they expect us to do this. Okay, I'm totally fine with that. Blogger? I don't really have time to be picky at this point. By the way, I might pick a wrong starter and just totally shoot myself in the foot, and that's okay. And next stream, I will do a different starter. Hello world, new post, log in, log out. I think that's pretty good for me. I don't need blogging. Let me think about what I'm doing. I have to rewind and think about what I'm doing. So blogging will have some sort of like article model, and that should be easily convertible to an anecdote model. So I think this is wonderful. Even though we're not going to be blogging, it should be a great setup. This is the final version of the project that's built in the full stack tutorial. Let me star this guy, even if I don't end up using it. Blogger, Next.js from Prisma, and it's from the official Prisma GitHub. That makes me feel fantastic. I don't want to create a team. John Vanderveer. Is this on a team? Like I don't remember putting my other ones on teams. Maybe I just forgot. Vercel, Vanderveer, whatever, team. Latterly, is Latterly on a team? Right? It's not on a team. It's just connected Git repository. Okay. Import Git repository. This is really tripping me out. Team name is going to be Vanderveer. Oh, and then it puts the team slug. To collaborate with others. Oh, I can click skip. Geez, I made that a whole thing. I'm sorry, y'all. So don't sleep on the skip button. Project name is Starboi. Yeah, it is. Sure. All this. The Prisma starter GitHub will tell me what those ought to be. Prisma starter blog. What was it called? Let's dive into my history. Chrome history. What? It's like not there. Bruh, I was just there. Yeah, this one. Final branch. Okay, so we see it's deploying package JSON TS config. I need to see robots. Pages. I still don't have robots. Lib components. There's Prisma TS at the top. That's fine. Component header. So this, I don't see an index. Here's the index. So is pages not the main? So it'll either be root or /pages. We can check that out later. All these commands, it's like it's really not helping me here. Okay, it says it's importing Starboi. This import is not going correctly. Okay, so what I need to do is do this. Cool. You see in my URL, it says clone versal. Okay, this is looking good. Create a Git repository. So it's like trying to create a new Git repository. Cool. So basically, I'm trying to import it wrong because I created that GitHub myself. Instead of creating it at import time, I created it before import time. So we're going to go to this documentation. Website blog. Does the website have auth? No. Blog. Like a bunch of GraphQL options. Prisma starter. Yeah, here it is. Blogging. Repo. Okay, so this, and it was just the next page. Cool. So this is what we're going to do. Navigate into a directory of your choice and run the following to set it up. Great. You can now, so we're going to set it. Inside of Starboi. So it's going to be a nested folder, and that's fine. Create next app. And then the last argument is just the name. Yeah, blog Next.js Prisma. And we will change that to B. Starboi. I think I'm now hitting my 20-minute mark. Let's see. Yeah, it's been 20 minutes. Okay to proceed? Yes, it is. So it's been 20 minutes. We're going to push it. I think I can do another 7. Because I have an 8 o'clock, basically, and it's 7:45. Nobody in the chat. That's totally okay with me today. Here's Starboi. Here we are going to add a folder. Add folder to workspace. We're going to go grab Rock Starboi. Change is ongoing, but we're just going to set up an initial commit, and this will be feet init blogger Next.js Prisma. Blogger Next.js Prisma. Just our initial commit. Cool. Refresh this guy one time. Control Enter will commit it, and then I can drop push. So let's see. LS, and I can see now I have the Rock Starboi folder. CD into it, and I'm gonna try to yarn. See if that works. You know what? I'm using Vercel here, so I should be doing Vercel dev, which is they have their own command line tool, so you can install that separately. Cool. Let me double check this tutorial, but I think the next step is literally just to npm install Prisma. Oh, step 2, set up Prisma and connect your Postgres database. Okay. I don't have Postgres database. Let's jump on it. Supabase. Start your project. Continue with GitHub. I already have a project. I'm not sure if Supabase lets you have two. Okay. Same organization. This will be called Rock Starboi API. Database password. Can you generate me a new one? I don't know. This seems fine. Cool, so we're setting that up. I forget how long it takes them to spin up the database. It might be 5 minutes, so I might be toast on that. Okay. Oh, Prisma Push. How new is this? They're using Prisma Push? That's wicked awesome. Prisma Push is a new feature, so I'm digging this tutorial. Anyway, while we're waiting on, okay, so we're not waiting. That was really cool, Supabase. Great job. Here's my anon public key. I'm going to take this off screen so I can look at my secret. I think you're going to end up seeing my secret anyway, so I'll just have to change it later. That's fine. So npm run dev, let's just go ahead and do it. I did npm install, so we are officially npming. I'm going to drop my yarn lock. Started my server. Let me give it 10 seconds to see if it will pop my server open for me. And if not, I will manually open localhost 3000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Didn't work. Oh, now it's compiling. Compiled. Okay, so here we are. Prisma and Next go great together. Why don't you have a login button? That was like the whole reason I picked you, dude. Maybe, okay, I just need patience, don't I? I'm so bad at that. La 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 la. Vercel. I don't want to see those. I want to see the, that's deploying to Vercel. Okay, so there's log out. Okay, so following this tutorial, I'll get some auth. You know what? I can do 2 more minutes. We're probably not going to get there, but at least I have confidence that this is the right starter. So that makes me feel great. Okay, we did this, npm run dev. We got this far. That's what I see. Now, get static props. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, I don't care. npm install Prisma. We did that. Did I save dev? Let me check my package. Prisma is a dev dependency. Okay. npx prisma init. Let's go. Kill this command line. Hey, Windows is not sticking for once. Yeah, I'm on Windows. Don't judge me. It's a gaming computer. Okay, your Prisma schema was created. Set the database URL. All right, so I'm going to crack open my M file and take it off screen. VS Code off screen momentarily while I put my my secrets in there. Okay, so here is the config URL. Boop, 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 boop. Database URL, Postgres : Connecting to your new project. Your project has API keys. Yep, but I don't want them. I want the database connection info. Table editor. I hope you're not in the table editor. That would be a strange place to put you. Storage meta. Okay, but that is a bucket, which I don't want. Settings, policies, usage. I'm literally just clicking around Supabase UI. They've updated it recently. Roles, extensions, replication. Okay, database. Auth settings. Under the auth settings logs, I see some strings that might let me connect, but that is not intuitive. So I'm still double checking. Yo, this is like way harder than last time I did it. Where is my user and my password? A RESTful endpoint for querying and managing your database. I don't want the RESTful endpoint. I want to actually connect to my database. I'm going to consult my other project, FutureCaster env. FutureCaster env. There's the Supabase URL, but where is my... yeah, I have an actual database URL here. So I am supposed to get one. Did I just have to like construct it myself basically? Okay, yeah. I don't know if I guessed it or what. Supabase.co. So I think it might be somewhere in the docs because I'm not seeing it in the Supabase GUI. I do see my Supabase REST URL. So I guess I'll bring this back on screen. So you see, I can see my Supabase REST URL. I can see my public key. Good on them. The secret is now starred. I like that. But like actually connecting to the database via the Postgres connection string, it's like not intuitive at all. I think it might be buried in the documentation somewhere, and I have to like reconstruct it basically. Because I checked my FutureCaster and basically using this and then some other secret sauce that I don't want you to hack me. So, but using this and some other secret sauce, you can basically determine the correct database URL. Okay, well with that, I'm gonna have to hop. This was fun, and I am confident, even though this is not done, I am, let's say, 85% confident that this, how to build a full stack app with Next.js, Prisma, and PostgreSQL, I'm pretty sure it will treat you well. It's using Prisma push. Push. Yeah, npx Prisma DB push, which is a new Prisma feature. So I don't see a date at the top, but it feels like really current. Oh, okay, here we go. May 27, 2021. So it's only like, what, 4 months old, 3-4 months old, something like that. So it's pretty current. So check in next time, and we'll see if I take it all back. Thanks for tuning in. See ya.